WTIM Pana Morning Show right here on WTIM, your information station. It's brought to you by our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Your Pana Save a Lot, Whiskey Bill's Saloon and Liquor Emporium, the City of Pana, and Locked and Loaded Limited. On the phone line today, we have Linda Dressen. She is the president of Pana Pride. Linda, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing super well, and thank you so much for taking the time being here with us today. We've been learning all about Pana, its development, its parks, and now we're speaking with the president of Pana Pride, which Pana Pride totally is kind of spearheaded the operations of getting Pana on a good track here. So just to give everyone a fresh look and revisit this topic, describe Pana Pride. How did it get started, and what do you guys do now?
Well, I've only been a member for a couple of years, so I'm not exactly sure how everything got started, but we just do anything we can to beautify the city.
Beautifying the city, yeah.
So hopefully we can get more people to join us, because we need all the help we can get.
Absolutely. Okay, so about 2 years as a member, but the first how many years have you been president?
Almost 2 years.
2 years. Wow. Very, very cool there. So that's kind of the message for today that we're kind of sending out that call there. More people are needed within Pana Pride. Is there a lot more room for members, or more people just looking to help out Pana Pride?
We need a lot more members. I mean, everybody in Pana is actually a member of Pana Pride. If they work in Pana or they live in Pana, they're a member. We just need more bodies to come to our meetings and learn, help us out.
Absolutely. Okay. So you just said it right there. If you are a member, if you're a community member in Pana, if you work in Pana, you're already a part of Pana Pride. I love how easy it is to be a member of Pana Pride right there. So a regular citizen there, or a citizen that wasn't maybe already privy, knowing that they were in Pana Pride already, what is something that they can do to help push the needle just a little bit in Pana? What is some of the current projects you guys are looking at right now?
Well, right now, we're going to be gearing up for our December to Remember, which is our light displays and everything in the park.
December to Remember, big one, and we're already working on our Christmas in the park over here as well. I know it can be a big economic driver there. It's a thing people look forward to every year. There's a little bit of pressure about putting this on every year, or did things change? Or what kind of things are you looking at right now with it?
Well, we just, it takes a lot of people to put up all these displays. We're trying to get some electricity issues fixed in the park, so everything is easier. But that's what the Pana Park Revitalization, they're going to help us out with that, hopefully. And
now let's talk a little bit more about that PPRC, Pana Parks Revitalization Committee right there. We've spoken to a couple of its members. How closely do you guys work in conjunction with each other, and what have some of those past events look like?
Well, we really haven't done a whole lot with them, but now we plan on doing a lot with them. After they've done this popcorn festival, they did a lot for us, so we want to, in turn, give it back to them.
Absolutely. I want to get into that Pana Popcorn Festival, because it looks like it's going to be a marquee event for Pana. But before we do, just a little bit more on Pana Pride. Is there anything people need to do online, or to show up to meetings and just to be involved and feel like they're more connected to Pana Pride?
Well, show up to the meetings. Yeah. We have a meeting the first or second Thursday of every month. We would love to have more people. We need their input.
Yeah. Absolutely, it's going to take everybody's participation to bring Pana to where the community wants it to be. Is there an end goal? Is there any type of situation where you say Pana Pride, we've made it, or is this going to be an ever-long group right here that's going to be constantly looking out for Pana?
It's just going to be an ever-long group, just looking out for Pana.
That's really cool. Really cool. I've heard some of the PPRC talks about just work being done at the parks, and I'm sure after this Pana Parks, or after the Pana Popcorn Festival, the PPRC has definitely worked their way in. So I'm happy to hear that. Talk to me about your experience if you were out there with the Pana Popcorn Festival.
Well, we, of course, the sorority that I belong to. We did the first popcorn princess contest. It was a success.
Wow.
Then Pana Pride did have over on the island. We had all kinds of kids activities. vendors were running out of food. I mean, it was just amazing.
That's the things you want to hear right there. Vendors running out of food. And how many popcorn bags or those kits did you give away that day?
It was way over 2,000.
My goodness. That's exactly the numbers you want to hear coming out of this. This is the first year for the Pana Popcorn Festival. And my first time hearing about it, I was like, my goodness, this could be one of those staple yearly events that people travel for. Does Pana Pride, do you see this as one of those events?
Oh, yes. I'm sure it will be.
Very cool. It reminds me of like a Taylorville Chili Fest. And all of a sudden, after years of that, Taylorville, chili capital of Illinois, you can say what you want. All of a sudden, Pana can be the popcorn capital of Illinois. That's such a cool thing right there. I love that. So with Pana Pride, are there options for marketing and advertising in the future? How are you going to promote these Pana events and Pana itself to people looking to travel in, maybe possibly become a resident?
Well, as far as marketing, we do a lot of Facebook, as far as that goes. Now with being on the radio, that kind of helps too, I think.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do, we'll just have to see.
Yeah. Keeping that updated and lively Facebook page is definitely a great place to start. Right. That's a common denominator amongst cities and chambers of commerce. We've seen all that, so that's really great. So, what is that Facebook people can tune into for events and information?
It's Pana Pride. You just go to Pana Pride, and you should be able to get right on it.
Easy. Yeah, probably the only Pana Pride on Facebook right there. You won't miss it.
Yeah.
This is Linda Dressen right here, president of this Pana Pride. And talk to me a little bit more about the Pana Popcorn Festival. Things like the Popcorn Princess, those types of things are birthed. And now that can be a tradition. The first ever Pana Popcorn Princess right there. That was just one of the events. The vendors were awesome. But talk to me about the amount of people. Did you hear about people traveling from other cities to this Pana Popcorn Festival?
Yes, I did. They said there was no place to even park. And, it was amazing. It was great to see.
Yeah.
I would say there was way over 3,000 people there for sure.
And it was out at Kitchell Park, not even at the fairgrounds, correct?
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
I could see that potentially as that grows, it might have to move to a new venue. Is Kitchell Park big enough to support that many people?
Yes, it is. It really is. The parking is an issue, but it's great to see the park being used as something like that.
Absolutely. Again, pretty good problems to have as vendors are running out of materials there. No more parking spaces left is exactly what the city of Pana wanted to see, exactly what you guys needed. And to revisit that, the topic of getting more people into Pana Pride, becoming a group effort right here. Any last words and a message to the community before we take our break on coming to these Pana Pride meetings and being a part of the effort?
I just wish we could get more members to come. We just got to keep putting our name out there to get them to see if they'll participate.
Absolutely. Linda Dressen on the line right now. She's the president with the Pana Pride. And we're going to have a lot more from her when we come back from this quick 3-minute break. This WTIM Pana Morning Show is brought to you by our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Your Pana Save a Lot, Whiskey Bill's Saloon and Liquor Emporium, the City of Pana, and Locked and Loaded Limited. I'm Tim Zalabak, your host of the WTIM Pana Morning Show, and we'll be right back.
Save a lot when you shop to die at your locally owned Pana Save a Lot. Tim and Eric here with this week's deals.
USDA inspected T-bone steaks, $4.99 a pound.
Bone-in assorted pork loin chops, $1.99 a pound.
Assorted 130 count Totino's pizza rolls, $9.99 a bag.
Assorted Pepsi 12 packs, 2 for $12.
Whole seedless watermelons, $3.99 each.
Assorted Gatorade 12 packs, only 2 for $14.
And assorted 1 pound Oscar Mayer bolognas, 2 for $5.
Hurry in, these prices are good through Tuesday, August 6th at your locally owned Pana Save a Lot.
Hope to see you soon.
Back by popular demand in 2024, it's the Cardinals Belt Bag. On Sunday, August 18th, the Cardinals are going to host the Los Angeles Dodgers. And on that day, 25,000 fans ages 16 and older will take home an exclusive belt bag thanks to Phillips 66. That's Sunday, August 18th. The Cardinals, the Dodgers, and the popular Cardinals Belt Bag giveaway. Get your tickets today at cardinals.com/promotions.
This is Alec Burleson, St. Louis Cardinals for the Lou.
A
Attention hunters and gun owners, you must get to Locked and Loaded Sportsman Paradise in Pana. Take the short drive and shop Central Illinois' premier gun shop. Come see the huge inventory of firearms, ammo, hunting supplies, and accessories. In stock now, custom designed Locked and Loaded t-shirts and headgear. Brush up on your shooting skills at the indoor range featuring 7 shooting lanes. If it has to do with firearms or hunting, you'll find it at Locked and Loaded on Route 16 East in Pana. Locked and Loaded, open 6 days a week. Like them on Facebook.
Summer means activity, and if you've been in the hospital or just need a little extra help to get back to being active, Taylorville Care Center can help. Their therapy program and medical care can enable you to recover and return to life. Private rooms are available, and you can have visits from your friends and family to return to being active. Find out more on Taylorville Care Center's great therapy program to get you active again. Call 824-9636, 824-9636, caring for the community for over 50 years.
If you're 40 and over, you'll recognize these artists by their first names. Frank, Dean, Sammy, Andy, Nat, Diana, Michael. Well, here's the big news. You can now hear Central Illinois' largest music library with over 3,500 songs on air and online at 965thechill.com. Tune in on the FM dial in Christian County and on your computer or smartphone. Hear these great artists and many more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 965thechill.com.
Computer Techniques, also known as CTI, is bringing fiber internet to local homes and businesses. For lag-free internet with speeds up to 1 gig, find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Cousin Bill here from Illinois Paving. Hey, Christian County and surrounding area. Let us do your paving job, whether large or small this year. Find out how we can do your paving project by clicking on the icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into the WTIM Pana Morning Show, brought to you by our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. Along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, your Pana Save a Lot, Whiskey Bill's Saloon and Liquor Emporium, the City of Pana, and Locked and Loaded Limited. We've been speaking with Linda Dressen, the president of Pana Pride. And Pana Pride, just a group that's really advocating for all things Pana there. And we've been talking about December to Remember, a little bit about the Pana Popcorn Festival, which was a huge success. Linda, thanks again for stopping by our WTIM Pana Morning Show today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's get back into December to Remember. That's another one of those staple events for Pana. Are you a native of Pana there, Linda?
Yes, I am.
So you're familiar with December to Remember. Has that been a long-standing event?
This will be our 4th year for it.
Oh, 4th year. Okay, so this is newer than I imagined. So 2 years before you got involved with Pana Pride there, but did you attend the years up to this year of December to Remember?
Well, I was in Pana Pride when it started.
Okay, great. 2 years as a member then, and 2 years as a president, or 2 years total in Pana Pride?
Well, I've probably been in Pana Pride at least 3 years, at least.
Very cool. Very cool. So talk to me a little bit about the first December to Remember there and how have things gotten better over the years?
Well, yeah, it certainly has. We started out, we used to have displays at the fairgrounds. Well, we contacted the fair board and everything, and we decided we could move the displays to Kitchell Park. And a few displays were purchased, and Nick and Amanda Krenline, they put something on Facebook about, what we were doing, and it just went crazy. Huh. I mean, all the businesses were buying things, the displays, a lot of people were buying the displays. Wow. I think they probably had close to 100 displays after that first year.
100 displays. My goodness. Yeah. It really goes to show that people were just looking. They were really wanting something like this. Were you feeling like that in the first couple of years of this?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So it kind of gives Pana Pride motivation. You guys almost have a clean slate right now. You have Pana Popcorn Festival, December to Remember. Things are starting to build up. Do you feel like you're going to get to be creative in the coming years here as more people join Pana Pride? You have a little bit more options to do things.
Right. Yeah, I'm hoping so. Yes.
With more members means more connections out there in the community. You mentioned transporting things, and I'm sure with more members, there's going to be people involved in with pickup trucks and everything like that. Of course, you see those kind of things taking place.
Oh yeah, yeah. They had the Jeep show, which was it was unbelievable the amount of Jeeps that brought their people that brought their Jeeps in, and it was crazy.
Yeah. Jeep fans, they really come together well. That's really cool.
Oh,
Was that
yes.
the same day as that Paint a Popcorn Festival, or is this a different
Oh
day?
yes, yes. It was all on the same day.
Gosh, that was a jam-packed day. You spoke on the Popcorn Princess and kids' activities and vendors, but there was also like dunk tanks, so many other things. Can you think of any other things that were going on that day?
Well, there was a golf outing.
Oh man,
they had different things going on at the swimming pool.
Wow.
There was volleyball.
Was there a 5K run or something to start the
Yes,
day?
there was.
My
Yes,
goodness.
early that morning there was a 5K run, and then they also had one for the little kids.
My goodness, yeah. Once again, I mean, everything was worked into that day. No parade? Was there? No way. There's a popcorn parade.
No,
Okay.
there wasn't a parade.
Okay. Literally, the only thing I could think of that wasn't involved there. But hey, maybe in next couple of years, Paint a Popcorn Parade. We're full of peas.
Well, that could be. Yes.
Gave
You
an
never
idea.
know.
WTIM Paint a Morning Show right here, coming up with the ideas. We love it. Linda Dressen, president of Paint a Pride here, and as president, how long is your term there?
It's 2 years.
2 years. Very cool. What have you been able to see? What kind of conversations do you have on a weekly basis there? You said every other. When are those meetings?
It's the second Thursday of every month.
Second Thursday of every month. Do you guys have agenda? Do you guys create that every month? What kind of things do you guys do?
Yes, we do. We have a board meeting starts at 5:30.
Okay.
Then the committee meetings, because we have different committees. We got a beautification. We've got economic development. We've got events. They start at 6:00, and then our regular meeting starts at 6:30.
Cool. And that regular meeting, more, public input. That's when everyone involved in Paint a Pride as citizens, they can kind of have their input.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So once again, Linda Dressen, president of Paint a Pride, talked December to Remember, the PPRC, all about that. Anything with the upcoming school year? Is Paint a Pride talking about doing anything for the kiddos getting back into school?
As of right now, we haven't talked about anything like that.
Cool.
So.
All right. Just talk to me about the summer as a whole. This feels like the big kickoff summer with the Paint a Popcorn Festival, Paint a Pride really picking things up. This WTIM Paint a Morning Show, it's just this in this past year. It's all been good things for Paint a. Do you kind of see that needle beginning to move here in 2023, 2024?
I certainly hope so. Yes.
Absolutely. Really good. Talk to me just about some future things. Have you been able to be creative yet, or do you have any thoughts that you want to see out in Paint a?
Well, off the top of my head, I can't think of something right now. We just got our biggest thing right now to get through is this December to Remember.
All righty, December to Remember, the big one right there. And is there anything, any needs that you want to send out to the community there with helping those operations go smoother?
Well, we could just use all their help we can get. We usually just do it on weekends. We sometimes during the week, but it starts getting dark too early. So it's just mainly on Saturdays and Sundays. So if if they could spare a few minutes, that would be great.
Sure. And once again, with more people, just more opportunities and time for people to go out and do things right there. Yeah. A little bit more on December to Remember, and that Facebook page, can list off a name of your Facebook page that people can go to for all these updates.
It's just Paint a Pride.
Paint a Pride on Facebook. Yeah. Easy enough right there. Linda, we have about 1 minute left. Do you want to send our listeners off with a message?
Please come join us.
Okay.
We could use all your help.
Absolutely. That's the big call in this episode here is Paint a Pride needs more members, needs more people looking out and putting forth the effort to just move Paint a in the right direction. I think they're doing all the proper things right now. Linda, thank you for taking the time being here with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Linda Dressen's the president of Paint a Pride. Great conversation with her. We'd like to thank the sponsors to make the WTIM Paint a Morning Show possible. It's brought to you by our title sponsor, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, your Paint a Save a Lot, Whiskey Bill's Saloon and Liquor Emporium, the City of Paint a, and Locked and Loaded Limited. Live stream camera is, it says it's up and running for me, folks, but I think we're having some problems out there still. We'll get that fixed as quickly as we can. Live stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first in landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. You've been listening to the WTIM Pana Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.